to support someone, help someone. Welcome to May, the month of love, the month to show care to someone. So we'll just support someone's needs, maybe medical need, educational need, buy food for someone, just help someone, put a smile on somebody's face, and that is what defines your significant success. That's how I welcome you to Youth Parliament here on Youth Television. My name is Sewonda. Today on the show we are talking about some very critical issues, starting from our digitization on the Punch, and then also we have some good news from the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, with regards to youth employment and job creation and so on and so forth. We are going to discuss that on the youth chambers, and then we cross over to our youth parliament today, and we'll tell you certain things that are going on with our parliamentarians, and that's you don't want to miss. We have a very vibrant youth that will put the spotlight on our youth focus, and you don't want to miss that. Today, I tell you once again, if you want to see where the youth are, if you want to gather the youth anywhere, they are right here on Youth Parliament every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sorry for the late start. We'll go for a very quick commercial break, and when we come back, the show starts.
It's free forever. Your beloved country is free forever.
Welcome to GH Schools, your #1 training institute that offers practical-based tuition in media and a variety of skill acquisition-related areas. At GH Media School, we offer journalism and media studies, journalism and media arts, TV and film production, and multimedia production. Also, you are assured of the best beauty training with GH Cosmetology School. We offer training in massage and body therapy, makeup artistry, hair technology, pedicure and manicure, and eye enhancement. Realize your dream of becoming an astute fashion designer with GH Fashion School. Here, we offer training in bridal wear, suits, ladies and men's wear, children's wear, and millinery. Do you have the interest of preparing sumptuous and tasty foods that meets local and international standards? Then GH Catering School is the best place for you. We offer training in cookery, pastry and beverage production, events decoration, and hotel management. Be abreast with the current technological trends as you train with GH Technology School. We offer computer systems, hardware and software, CCTV installation, home security, and many more. GH Schools makes available well-equipped studios and workstations to give our learners the practical and industrial standard experience during tuition. Hostel facilities are also available. Instant admission is in progress. Register now. Locate us at Achimota Abofu Junction, opposite the Shell filling station. GH Schools. Train, practice, achieve.
Ghana, your beloved country is free forever.
Welcome back from that commercial break. I want to say a very big thank you to you for staying with us. Today, I want to talk about a very critical issues, digitization, or Ghana's agenda on digitization and the impact on us. First of all, I want to address issues regarding unemployment in Ghana. You know, there are various types of unemployment. We have cyclical unemployment, functional unemployment, structural unemployment, and so on and so forth. The one I want to address today is what we call structural unemployment. This has to do with the job space and the skills available. Alright, so when I talk about structural unemployment, it means that there is a mass number of people who are there and they do not have a job to do. But there is a particular aspect of the employment terrain that needs people. But the people that needs the job do not fit the role that is needed in the job space. That is what we mean by structural unemployment. So for example, in the medical field, there are a lot of sectors in the medical field. All right, they need surgeons, they need those general nurses, they need gynecologists and so on and so forth. But there are a lot of people who are done with school and they are looking for job in those sectors, and the certificates they are holding or the skill sets they have does not fit the particular vacancy there is in that particular field. So that is what we mean by structural unemployment. Now, in this evolving world of digitization, the question comes up: are we actually raising generations that will fit in the job market that is coming up, especially in the digital world? So the big thing is that what we want you to understand is that in some few days to come, in some few hours, number of job vacancies in the digital space. The question is, today, are you being trained, or are you helping yourself? Are you training yourself to fit in those categories of jobs that are coming up? That is the question. So when we are looking at government's agenda on digitization, we are taking it from a different angle altogether. That is what we want to look at. So digitization doesn't start with creating GPS location for your country. Digitization does not start with SIM card registration. Digitization starts from training people. It starts from the classroom. It starts from the mindset, creating the mindset to welcome and accept it. And so when we are talking about we are moving into a digital world and so on and so forth, the question is, how many people are we rallying along to understand this digital drive that we are looking at from the basic level? So our junior high and basic school students should be trained, should know how to access computers, should know how to use basic computers. And so when we are looking at reforming their curriculum, the first and the most important thing we need to look at is resourcing them enough so that they have enough functional laboratories to work with. So when you go to our schools today, there is a report out there that was put together in 2023 by African Educational Watch. And according to their report, a lot of basic schools, categorically over 70% of basic schools across Ghana or across country, lack functioning computer laboratories. Over 70% of public schools lack computer or functioning computer laboratories. And so you see teachers or their tutors teaching them computing with chalk and blackboard. And that is not how we learn computing. That is not how we train people for a digital drive. No, that is not the answer. And so if we are talking about digitalization and then also inculcating these drive into our younger ones, then we need to look at our educational system. Look at some of the reforms. Resource our teachers. Give them the requisite training they need so that they can impact the younger generations. So for a young man at basic level, should be able to boot a computer, should be able to maneuver himself around a computer. And that is what we are looking at. But look at how educational system is in Ghana. Look at how we are teaching education in Ghana, especially ICT in Ghana. There's a video my producers put together. Let's watch that video.
And then the window has some features. When I talk of features, we are talking about what you can see with your naked eyes when that window is open. Okay? So the rectangle thing, that's the screen. When you launch application, what opens becomes the window as we are talking about. And therefore the features here, we are talking about the title bar. We have the menu bar. We have the address bar. And then also we have the title bar.
It's not you.
The 2 bar, yes, the 2 bar. You also have the 2 bar. So basically, these are the features of the windows. Now, you want to take them one by one and see their uses, what they are meant for. You take the title bar, for example. Say the title bar indicates the name of the current open window, folder, or the drive. Now, when you open the window, like this, the first line you see on top of the window is the title bar we are talking of. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Right, so that is the title bar. So when you open it, it indicates
a country called Ghana. The first digital country in Africa. That's how we are teaching ICT. Trigonometry, tax bar, 2 bar. I remember my time, we were holding a stone on the desk, and then you shift it, and your teacher will shift the chalk on the board to tell you that this is how you shifted it, and so this is the mouse, and then this is the mouse pointer on the screen. That is bad. That is not how we should be training our next generation of digitally inclined students or youth. No, that is not the answer. Please, like I said in the beginning, digitization does not start with creating GPS locations on our walls in our homes. No. Digitization does not start with SIM card re-registration. No. Digitization does not start with putting a chip on our passports so that we can travel and leave the country broke and poor. No. It starts from the classroom, from the basic level. So schools must be resourced. Basic schools must be resourced. Secondary schools must be resourced. And it also starts from training experts, training teachers, so they can impact into our students. And that's divided. And so if we are looking at reforms at the institutional level or at the educational level, this is what we should be looking at. Let's look at how we can provide computers to our students, laptops, or in fact even tablets to our students so they can learn how to use it. And so when I'm done with school, then we can move on. You go to European world, and at age 7, a child is learning how to code. A child is learning how to assemble hardwares. And here we are, drawing trigonometries on the board to teach ICT. It is sad. That is not the digitization drive we want as youth. So we are going to talk about it. We are going to address it. So please provide computer labs, resource computer labs to our various schools, and help the young ones welcome the digitization drive. And that is the only way we can develop the country when we are talking about to Soft Afrique. Soft Afrique is doing a perfect job by raising generations to welcome or to accept digitization. And so this summer, our long vac from June to August, 3 solid months of training, and all you need is to get onto their website, softafrique.com/summer school, softafrique.com/summer school, and register and join their class. They are going to teach you website designing and coding and so on and so forth. It's an online lecture, very flexible at the time you wanted to or you want to join them. So you are going to learn all this and it will help you. So as a young man coming up, it is in fact targeted at the youth from age 13 to 19. Join them. Join the summer school from June 2nd through to 29th August and acquire skills in digitization, and you will never regret it. You can get in touch with them at softafrique.com/summer school or contact them on 080-0241-666-080. Let's go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to be seated with my discussants, and the youth chamber is up next.
Welcome Welcome to GH Schools, your #1 training institute that offers practical-based tuition in media and a variety of skill acquisition-related areas. At GH Media School, we offer journalism and media studies, journalism and media arts, TV and film production, and multimedia production. Also, you are assured of the best beauty training with GH Cosmetology School. We offer training in massage and body therapy, makeup artistry, hair technology, pedicure and manicure, and realize your dream of becoming an astute fashion designer with GH Fashion School. Here, we offer training in bridal wear, suits, ladies and men's wear, children's wear, and millinery. Do you have the interest of preparing sumptuous and tasty foods that meets local and international standards? Then, GH Catering School is the best place for you. We offer training in cookery, pastry and beverage production, events decoration, and hotel management. Be abreast with the current technological trends as you train with GH Technology School. We offer computer systems, hardware and software, CCTV installation, home security, and many more. GH Schools makes available well-equipped studios and workstations to give our learners the practical and industrial standard experience during tuition. Hostel facilities are also available. Instant admission is in progress. Register now. Locate us at Achimota Abofu Junction, opposite the Shell filling station. GH Schools. Train, practice, achieve.
This summer, unlock your child's potential with Soft Afrique's online summer school program. From June 2nd to August 29th, students aged 13 to 19 can dive into the exciting worlds of cybersecurity and web development. They'll learn to stay safe online, understand how websites build, and even get hands-on with real coding, all from the comfort of home. Flexible online classes, expert instructors, and a curriculum designed for the digital age. Don't miss this opportunity to equip your child with skills that matter. Register now at softafrique.com/summerschool or call 0241 666 080 for more information.
Ghana, your beloved country is free forever. Ghana, your beloved country is free forever.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. Once again, thank you to GH Schools, thank you to Vena Mineral Water, and thank you to Soft Afrique for supporting the show. Today, I have with me two wonderful guests. As usual, my very good friends. I have Nathaniel Savi with me. First time on the show.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, what's your impression when producer called you that, Charlie, this?
Okay, a couple of times I've been. Let me first of all say a very good evening to your cherished listeners and then viewers out there. And then as we mark the May 1st today, I just want to say Ayiko to all the public and then private workers. It has been their collective effort. That is why we are still here today.
Yes.
That is why we have the sustainable Ghana we have today.
Yes.
So back to the question you asked me. It has been or it's a privilege to be here today. When the producer asked me to come around, I was like, oh yeah, I will come around because I've been watching your show and then I like the content. I like what when we want to talk about youth parliament. I like the concept and I like everything about it. And then it has been a privilege, to come to the show and then share my opinion out there.
That's good. Thank you so much once again. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's fire for fire. Yeah. So my very next guest is a very special person to me. My in-law. Seto Hondo. Charlie, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Charlie, how is the economy treating you?
It's been good. It's been better. New government, new things.
And I was say about Papa.
New implementations. We are seeing some changes.
Yeah.
The past 4 months has been impressive. We love it, and we just pray that it continues this way.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. So let me take your impression on the editorial. We are talking about digital drive and what governments can do to support education when it comes to digitization and ICT training.
Yeah. Digitalization is a very broad something. When it comes to digitalization, like you said in the editorial, it's not basically about GPS,
location and
stuff.
so on. Yes.
Right now, it's all about infrastructure and then the resources. Yeah, we need much resources to invest into this digitalization landscape to secure suitable infrastructure, equipment, and all digitalization involves.
Yeah.
Yes, because when it comes to digitalization, we need people to have the main foundation. The basics of an individual in the digitalization field have to be solid. Yeah. So in doing this, the government must pay much attention to the infrastructure and then the general equipment or softwares available that can boost an individual in the digitalization field.
Yeah, good. Seto, your take on that?
Yeah, I believe the world has evolved, or we are evolving. So we as a country should also evolve. Otherwise, we'll be left behind, and then we'll be lagging. So, we are in the world where everything now is digital. So anything analog, it's hard to find. So I take my phone, I scan this thing, I turn it into a PDF. I have one behind because I don't want to carry anything along. So to do that, there are tools that help us work with these digital things. So the phone, the computer is there, and other things. So we have to train our students or the pupils to be able to use this equipment or these tools. So when you come to the primary JHS, those students, you have to equip them with the computers that they can study with. That when watching that video right now, drawing the computer on the board, you don't give them the practical feeling of it. They are just seeing something on the board, and they will not be able to tell what is this, what is that when being given the computer in the future. So I believe if the government can sort this thing out, give every school a certain number of computers, at least if not that that much, at least few, so that they can manage and know what actually they are doing. It will help a lot because the world is. If we don't follow the trend, we will not grow as a country. We'll be left behind. So it's something that we should look into. It's very important.
Very, very, very important. I think government should look at this properly because I think somewhere last 2 years, we were crying that there are no textbooks. I happen to be a student in one university. I'm doing my degree there, and I don't remember carrying a book or textbook to school, to the class. All I have,
your phone.
It's my phone. And if one textbook is about 1,000 pages, I can carry like 200 textbooks on my phone and be walking along with it. So I know government is looking at printing costs of those textbooks and so on. So provide these computers that has installed these books that the students are supposed to use. So we don't even bother printing this will even help us cut down costs and so on and so forth.
Errors will go.
Will be sent out. Yeah, good one. Now back to the topic for the day. National Apprenticeship Program has been launched by the President John Dramani Mahama. Have you watched the ceremony?
I had the opportunity to watch, not all.
Except the ceremony. What's your general impression on?
Okay, basically it's all about fulfillment of their
campaign promises.
Yeah, their campaign promises in their manifesto. So let me link it to US too, for instance. US currently they claim that Donald Trump, their new president, his 100 years in office has been a terrible one.
100 days in office.
100 days in office has been a terrible one. But as compared to Ghana, I can say emphatically that these few months that we saw in our government, he has initiated principles or initiatives that is aimed at providing jobs for our youth. Because currently, there are a lot of youth out there who don't have jobs. So this initiative basically is all about providing jobs for our youth out there and then decreasing the financial burden on them. So watching the ceremony, I realized our government is one who is basically putting everything together to make sure this thing work out. Yeah. Apart from the apprenticeship program, too, there are other policies and then initiatives like the youth empowerment and all those stuff. Yeah. So basically, he's driving towards a positive change in the life of our youth in the country currently.
Do you think, let me come to you, do you think that this apprenticeship program is going to address the issues of unemployment? He also promised that annually the NDC government is going to provide 20,000 jobs annually. So say in four years we are looking at close to 1 million. That's 800,000 jobs. Do you think this is the solution? This is the way to go?
I believe it's good that this government is actually throwing focus on the youth. And each time that I see such programs being launched, I feel good, because it's been a couple of them launched this year or this month. It's good having this apprenticeship program being launched. You know, this will cover up for those who are not really educated or have less education. You know, if we are in a country where your secondary school certificate can't get you a job, then that country is actually dying. So every good country or every country that is working, at least your
high school certificate
should get you
something
doing. So I believe the government trying to throw light on those that have not gotten the chance to further their educations or have no educations at all, coming out with this program for them. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's to help them know that they're also part of something that the country or that can grow the country's economy. And so it's a good thing. I love it. I watched the program and I felt very good with the you know, the launch of the 1,000 jobs per year, right?
Yeah. And then 20,000 jobs per year.
Yeah, 20,000 jobs per year, and that is very impressive. You know, grooming people or the youths to come up with their job ideas or you know, entrepreneurship ideas to help them. You know, mentor them, grow them, tell them what to do with the ideas that they have, and then you give them the resource to do that. It's more like the, you know, the Dragons Den that will be watching, the UK base, where billionaires sit and you pitch your ideas and they give you the money. That's what they want to do. So you too can send in their applications, their business ideas, and then they look at these ideas, they pick you, and then they mentor you, they give you the resource, they guide you. They don't just give you the fund or the money to go. They just give you that guidance that at the end of the day, they are not just trying to make you a better person. They are saying to it that when your business become a business, then it will give job to other you know, citizens.
I get it. My biggest challenge about this policy, I was discussing with one of my producers, was that the National Apprenticeship Program didn't start this year. It didn't start in Mohammed's manifesto. Over the years, we've been doing that. We had World Bank sponsoring that program, and it was under Ghana Education Service, the Technical Exams Unit, CBT, and they call it CBT, Competency-Based Training. And what they do is that people who are learning trades with their masters, apprentices with their masters, they put them together, give them to resourced technical schools. And so they go through some few months of training and the school certifies them. And so it's been there.
It's not something new.
It's not something new. I don't want to sound political, but is it necessary to launch it like it is your own initiative?
It's about making it work. There are a lot of things that are there but are not actually working. So if he wants to launch it, it means that he is telling the people that, look, this is official and you can hold me responsible to it from now onwards. So it's something that is giving hope to not just, you know, it's not just about political promise or stuff. He's trying to make it look real. So with him launching it, it's give everybody that expectation. So you're expecting something. it starts this month, so people can start sending in their applications and stuff. So I think launching it is not something really bad. It has been there, it has not been working.
Then it should have been a relaunch. It should have been a relaunch. But to say that we are launching it as if it's
a new thing,
a new idea.
I think it involved new principles and a new format of going about it.
Then let's hear from the president himself. Let's get the speech of the president during the launch of the National Apprenticeship Program.
We have hairdressing, we have how to do makeup, how to paint the face, makeup, lipo. Under manufacturing, we have welding, we have furniture making, and we even have basic robotics. Under renewable energy, we can teach you to become a solar technician, and so you can install solar power in people's homes. We will teach you biogas technology. We will teach you how to make energy more efficient. Under hospitality and tourism, we'll teach you culinary arts. Culinary arts is like catering, how to cook, events management, and ecotourism, how to be a tourist guide. Under the automotive industry, we'll teach you how to become an auto mechanic, to repair engines, electrical vehicle servicing, and how to use computer to maintain and service vehicles. Under ICT and digital service, we'll teach you software development, data analysis, and graphic design. My children, my students, my youth. Now this part is interesting. Each apprentice will receive a stipend, an allowance for transport. You receive an allowance so that you can use it to take Mama Can Do to work. You will also receive starter toolkits. So if you want to become a seamstress, you'll get your pair of scissors, your tape, your needles, and all the things that you need to start how to work. At the end of the program, you'll be given a certificate, and that certificate shows that you are professionally qualified in the trade that you went to learn. And you can use that certificate if you want to find a job or go into self-employment.
They learn something.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President, for giving us that opportunity. Me, my problem is he's doing the thing, he's taking the thing too personal now.
It has been there, right?
Oh, you are taking the thing too personal. Like, the whole thing is about Mahama. Charlie, we've heard from the president.
Yeah.
What's your take? Good news.
Yeah, it's a good news. It's a relief for the youth. Yeah, and then other people who don't have jobs. And it's not basically just for the youth, for women, men, and other people who don't have jobs. Yeah. So it's an opportunity. So I think they should grab this opportunity and make a good use of it.
For a young man who maybe have never been to school before, this is an opportunity to just go acquire skills that would help you. My challenge is that some of these policies is if I want to be political, he's making it too personal for himself. Mahama cares. Mahama has sent you to work. Mahama, should that be the situation?
I feel like he has this feeling that like he owns Ghanaians or he has to deliver. So you know, if you're that person or if you're in his shoes, you'd want to make everything look personal. Yeah, so that maybe when he's gone, they'll be like, oh, okay, he has done this, he has done that.
Legacy time, coming to redeem himself.
Exactly. So I don't actually blame him. Mahama cares, whatever. So as long as the system is working for us, we don't care whose name get attached to it.
So over the week, we had an issue. This menace we've been fighting all through. 3 suspects were arrested by Gold Board Task Force, who were smuggling gold out of the country against the law that was just passed for Gold Board. So every gold that goes out of this country goes through Gold Board and so on and so forth. So these people were said to be Indians and they've been arrested. Let's take a look at the video. When we come back, we discuss that into detail.
Of the suspects, the task force recovered the sum of 1,938,950 Ghana cedis and also 4,500 rupees and 9 pieces of yellowish bars suspected to be gold weighing 4.363 kilograms, 2 money counting machines, 2 gold weighing scales, and 1 CCTV decoder were also recovered from the suspects. But bearing the name of Daman Manish Kumar was also retrieved. The SBs were inspected and sealed in their presence, that the presence of the accused persons and their lawyer. There are others who managed to escape arrest, and the national security is on manhunt for them. Today, they were put before a court of competent jurisdiction and they'll be remanded to reappear on 12th of May 2025.
All right, so thank you very much for staying with us. I'll get back to that video, but let me take this message from our Facebook. It says that this is from Prosper Medica. It's been a good week for the NDC. Government launching here and there, more to come. Mahama is working. He continues to say Mahama's 4 months is surely better than Akufo-Addo's 8 years.
Controversy.
Reset is on.
Yeah.
Master, relax.
It's working.
Nana Addo did more than this when he came into office. In 2017, he already launched free SHS. A lot of things started going on. We were hailing him. Mahama was like the demon of the decade then. Now it's just
the tables have changed.
Yes, the tables.
But let's just celebrate what we are having now.
Yeah.
It would be bad to compare what Mahama Nana did starting war and not finishing war. Let's just celebrate now. We are in a good mood.
Should we not be anxious that it could be the same thing coming up?
We don't have to be. Let's enjoy the moment. What if we get anxious now and that anxiety comes later? Then we are suffering. So let's just enjoy the moment.
Now let's talk about Galamsey and its menace and the new developments.
Yeah. 3
Indians arrested for smuggling gold. What's your take on that?
Basically, I would say it's the fault of the nation in general, because there are initiatives in place that will prop these individuals whenever they troop into this country, to the extent that they will mine illegally, gather the gold illegally, and then try to export
export it illegally.
Illegally, like it's very serious. Before they will be apprehended. In fact, I can even tell you in particular that maybe some have been smuggled already. This is the time that maybe their cap has full.
Yes,
before they were caught.
Yeah.
So I think the Minerals Commission, like they need to have strategies in place that whenever these foreigners troop into our country with the focus of mining or any investment, they should make sure they probe them and then conduct consistent review of how they are managing whatever they've been allocated to. And then coming to the licensing, for instance, it's more of giving them the license and then forgetting about what they do on the field.
Yeah,
to the extent that maybe they've been allocated to this particular site, but in the course of time, you realize that they've moved to another site illegally. But then in the course of this, the pillars available or the entities available to probe these kind of issues don't seem to be active, and this has been a major issue. That is why it looks as if they come in, take whatever they want, and then send it out there. And it's unfortunate that our citizens that are involved in these Galamsey issues, sorry to say, I've never realized any transformation in their lives. They say they are mining, but yet still they are still poor.
Yeah.
They are facing the consequences. Currently, we were taught in GHS or primary that water is colorless, but currently in Ghana, water is colorful.
Water is brown, yellow.
Water is colorful.
Yeah.
Like, and there are some funny comments on social media that nowadays, if you want to do breakfast and it comes to tea, you just have to go and fetch one of the river water and then add your milk and sugar, and then you are good to go.
Yeah,
so I think we need to work on the grounds, to stop this kind of illegalities.
Seto, this has been going on for a while now. Now we see governments trying to battle this. My issue is about who takes the glory. Now we are so much aware that the police service, Ghana Police Service, should be on the ground with the support of the army. Now the next thing you hear is National Security Task Force, Gold Board Task Force. Who is to take the glory for this job? I think that some departments are just doing too much of PR to just take the glory that we are the ones fighting, or these people are the ones fighting. Should we not leave this to the services, to the Ghana Police Service, to the military to work?
I believe it's high time we left these particular issues for the army, the police to deal with.
And stop politicizing.
Yes, because we've been going through such things for a long time now, and it just seems like nothing actually is coming out of it. You know, the cries, the plea from the people, it seems it's not getting to anyone, and there's nothing being done about it. We can talk about it all the time, but so I feel it's time that we start to monitor whatever is being done on those mining fields. You know, even if you've been given license, there should be a system in place that will monitor everything. You know, this is a national treasure, or national, you know, site. So when you are working on it, you don't just have that liberty to take whatever you want to. If, like how these foreigners did, it's actually a bad thing. So we should, like you said, we should just leave this thing for the, you know, the military, the police, for them to handle it. I think making it in a way that to, you know, put it in a political way, it will not actually bring out anything or give us that solution that we want. So if these people, the police and the army, are on site and monitoring everything, I believe that we'll have you know, a very nice way of working, you know, when it comes to the mining sector.
I stand to be corrected, yeah, but you see, I believe that every sector of government would have their own role to play. So the judiciary would have the role to play by enforcing the law. So anytime I hear police arrest Galamsey, yes, or people who are mining illegally and so forth, I am happy. But we all know that national security is under the direct command of the executive body. That includes ministers. And the president himself. And I know task force and various arms, and they are working for them. Should we not leave this glory to our judicial department to just take, instead of saying, oh, Gold Board Task Force, where we know, just to make sure that it's a newly created organization, and so it is working. Just for us to know that national security or the presidency is working. So national security have done this, national security have done that. Leave the job for the police to do. It is not too much for them. They are not complaining. They didn't say they can't do it. So allow the police to do it and take the glory. So we gain our respect and dignity that we've lost in the Ghana Police Service, we've lost in the military to take. I am sad. I will be back.
It's appalling.
It's appalling. So it's time for Parliament today. We all know that Parliament is on recess. They will be resuming very soon. And so we are tracking the activities of Parliament. And therefore, as soon as anything drops, then we would be coming on to give you exactly what is happening in Parliament. But before then, before we go for the portal has been created for those who want to apply for free loans. University loans for tertiary schools, first year schools. How do you see that?
It's a good news. Because currently a lot of individuals are there who don't have solid financial background to finance themselves in tertiary institutions. So this initiative is coming to help a lot of people. It's just it's equivalent to the free education, whereby people get access to secondary education. In this case, they get the money to finance themselves in the tertiary institution. But one problem I have with this initiative is it's just going to favor the public institutions. But we have a lot of private institutions too as well. So I think they should revisit this initiative and then let them put measures in place to so it can benefit the private institutions too as well. Because as it stands now, we have a lot of private institutions in the country who are massively contributed to the growth of the educational sector. So I think they should revisit the initiative, let it benefit all of us.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Is this policy not going to cripple private institutions?
I believe it will and it will not, because if you look at it, it's more like when you talk about public universities, meaning the government has hand in whatever they are doing, or they are getting some share from that school. So them giving those students loan is actually them getting their money back. It's like you investing and then trying to.
But the private institutions are sharing the same.
Yes.
Just that income made from those private institutions doesn't directly go back to the government. To the government.
Yeah.
They only
part of the income goes to the government.
Yes. So why cripple that particular sector?
Exactly.
Knowing that is my issue.
But then for me, the student loan trust fund has always been there. Just the portal that has been created now it's just about the digitalization that we're talking about, so that you can be wherever you are and then freely send in your applications and have your forms sent and checked if you are qualified for the loan. So if along the way they decide to add the public institutions too, that would be good.
The private institutions.
That would be good, so that all the level 100 university students will have access to this loan, and those that don't have the financial strength or muscle can also have access and then continue their education. A lot of people in the private sector or private universities also need help. Brilliant students but needy, so they also need this loan to further their education. So I believe it's one step at a time. As long as we have the public universities for a student loan now, in time we will have the private universities also. So we just hope that time comes.
That is my challenge. But you see, these private institutions run on the number of students they get, especially from the first years. I know a lot of private institutions that have close to 10% of their students on scholarship, just because they want more people to be in the institution. So if you want to help, it should cut across. It should be everybody. So when you enter, the challenge is that you are going to pay for the first year fees of these students, and they go and they can't afford it, they drop out. And that is bad. Very bad. So it's for anyone who can apply, whether private or public.
My issue is, why is it only for first year? And what if the person can continue later and drop out? Then what is the use of that first year that you help?
So what's the solution? What do you think the solution should be?
I think it should be throughout. Even just making it the first year students, it's actually bad. And then not including the private institution too is bad. So I think with time, the Minister for Education, Honorable Haruna, should look into those things and add those policies to it, that throughout the level, from level 100 to 400, and then add the private institutions also. If you are doing it for only level 100, then a person has, like, what if the person can continue later?
I think it's because of the financial strength of the government. The government.
But why not do it for final year students? So I have my financial muscle, and I know that I can
I'm able to complete.
I'm able to do level 100, 200, 300. And at 400, where the next thing to start thinking about is national service, the next thing to start thinking about is renting, and then starting my life. There my fee is taken care of.
I think students who were able to, their parents or themselves were able to afford their fees from 100 to 300, 400, 400. I think whenever you've gotten to 400, you know you're almost done. So you make sure you push in all your possible efforts to, you know, complete the academic.
It's not about completing. It's about, you know, helping them, because me, I don't see the sense with giving level 100s loan and leaving out, you know, the rest of the you know, levels. That, like how Sewanda is saying, if you are able to give it to the 400s, those that you know that they are completing, they've done well, so you giving them that loan will actually help them start life after school.
Of course, you have a point.
You understand? You can give it to 100s, and after 100, if the person can't continue, then that loan you're giving out is useless.
There are students who drop out at 400 second semester.
Yes.
And they are unable to complete. So if at 400 my fees are taken care of, then we have issues. So I have we spoke about SMEs, small and medium scale enterprises in Ghana, and the support from government. We had a lot of government policy supporting SMEs and so forth, and so on and so forth. Last week on the show, my discussants were so keen on the fact that, hey, if you want to support SMEs, don't go and put it out there and just let any party member go and register any business and then you give the person money. So go to private schools, and not private schools, technical schools, so that the young man who is learning to be a fashion designer, right after school, you buy the person a sewing machine, and that is supporting the person's business, and that's what we are looking at. And today I had a report that GEPA Impact Hub holds a digital marketing workshop for 25 cosmetology or cosmetic sector SMEs. So these so that is Ghana Exports Promotion Authority has completed a 2-day workshop on social media marketing for 25 businesses in beauty and cosmetic sectors. And so the beauty and cosmetic sectors, we are looking at those who are learning cosmetology. So it has to do with skincare, makeup, massage, hair, and so on and so forth. And the good thing is that most of these people, the SMEs that qualified for these particular support, are students, and so they are almost done with school. They took part in that 2 days workshop and they've qualified, and they are going to get the support. This is what we are looking at. So when you are looking for small and medium scale businesses to support, go to the technical schools. Those you are giving skill to support them so that they can hold themselves right after school to do their distance. So that's a good news for us. But let's take a look at our video for Parliament today. We'll be back.
Honorable Speakers, distinguished parliamentarians, the ECOWAS Parliament is honored by this opportunity to participate in this dialogue, which has become our privileged space for exchange and collaboration to better understand and devise tailored solutions to our shared challenges. The relevance of this forum's central theme, interregional and intercontinental dialogues in the global south, as a fundamental lever to confront new challenges of international cooperation and achieve security, stability, and shared development, compels us today to establish a dialogue as a foundational premise for resolving disputes through parliamentary diplomacy. It is no exaggeration to note that today we face a crisis of trust. Trust with our people is built when we begin to speak their language, address their concerns, and balance dialogue to reconcile perceptions with facts, misinformation with truth. In essence, trust is forged through a dialogue. Indeed, the root of all discord lies in the absence of dialogue to understand and listen to one another. International and continental dialogues have become our instrument for entrenching peace and stability across our shared spaces. I remain convinced that through dialogue, we can collectively resolve our crisis and tackle greater challenges such as combating terrorism, ensuring food security, addressing migration, and reducing youth unemployment. Honorable colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, You are well aware.
All right, so that is Ghana's parliament delegation to the conference at South Africa, and our minority leader, my very own.
It's in Morocco.
In Morocco, yeah, in Morocco, sorry, not South Africa, in Morocco. Afenyo Markins, the minority leader. Thank you so much for that powerful speech, talking about the unity of Africa, Africans coming together, especially parliaments of various African countries coming together, building unity, and then the most important part, regaining the dignity of political leaders. Have we really lost it that much?
Yeah.
This is a sensitive issue as it stands now. But I think Ghana, when it comes to unity, I think unity has played a major role in our political landscape, to the extent that we have a lot of reforms that allow transparency in elections and what have you. So I think unity in other Africa countries is needed, because as it stands now, Kenya and then South Africa, other notable Africa countries don't have a stable electoral processes. So I think this delegation at the Morocco is very essential, and I think our minority leader is doing a good job. But one thing I've realized about Honorable Afenyo Markins is that anytime they are in parliament, he tries in every possible means to drag the foot of the majority leaders, like majority
caucus in parliament.
Yes,
I disagree.
No. Because see, he knows the right thing. Even back in when they were doing the appointment committee, when they were appointing ministers of state, he said it. He said it that whenever they are out there speaking to their party members or their supporters, the party is behind them, so they have to say things that suiting the ears of their supporters. So I think he knows the right thing, but sometimes he tries to do some things.
That's politics.
That is politics.
I think it's hindering the
progress of work.
The progress of work in parliament, because sometimes you realize that there are a lot of serious issues to be dealt with, and then some important government issues to be dealt with, but then all of this back and forth will delay them to the extent that maybe they'll tackle some few part of it and then later postpone it. But I think he's doing a good job.
Yes.
But he should.
Very interesting. I think I will get some time and bring you back where we talk about Afenyo Markins and his gimmicks in parliament, the impact of that on Ghana's democracy as a whole. If you look at it at the point of NDC, NPP, you will fault him a lot. You will not get it right. But if you look at it at the impact of democracy, what that is contributing to democracy.
Oh, he's doing a great job.
Yes. Then it's two ways. But his comment on African leaders coming together to regain the integrity they've lost in government. My question, like I said, have we really lost it that much?
We've lost a lot when it comes to politics. I believe Africa is, let me say, a laughing stock, because our political system is not something that you can really be proud about, and we really say we are independent, but we don't look like it. So if Markins is talking about us coming together, or African countries coming together, building their dignity, making the Europeans or the foreigners know that this is Africa and we know what we are doing. This is our political system and we are going by it. It will actually help a lot, because when it comes to politics in Africa, it's all about me, selfishness and stuff. So we are not really growing as Africa. We are not really growing as countries and continents. So it's a good thing calling all the leaders or political leaders to come together, unite, and then, find a way forward to become a solid political continent that we can rely or do things on our own. Probably, if not fully, we can, 90% of the things, most of it ourselves, that we can handle it ourselves. So
thank you very much. Up next is Youth Focus, but before then, big shout out to Mr. Leslie Adolistowo, Director of GH Schools. He has always been there for us. And what surprises me is he never missed any episode of Youth Parliament. And thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you for watching. Kobe Sam, he says, great show. Francis Edem is watching. Nathaniel Achekpe is saying, one of my producers, he says that this show is really teaching us a lot. I want to disassociate myself and then also the media house, Youth TV, from a post under the comment section that says hello, get a genuine bundle, blah blah blah. I don't want to read the details. From Sandra Obapa, that post has nothing to do with us. It is not from us, and we disassociate ourselves from it. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at our focus today.
Kwejon Kansa, popularly known as Lewin, is a Ghanaian actor, comedian, and musician born on April 15, 1986. Ghana. Lewin has entertainment industry. The entertainment industry began when he joined the Kumasi group Hotel Comedy Show. His impressive performance and paved the way for his acting career. Spread recognition with his role in the series Jungle. His comedic timing and versatility made him a fan favorite. He went Morals films in Dako Chocho and Abenkwai, a leading figure in Ghanaian comedy. In addition to acting, Lewin has also pursued a music career. He has released several songs, including Mama Boss Papa and I Don't Think Far. His music offers elements, showcasing his ability to blend music with humor. Throughout his career, Lewin has received nominations for his Ghanaian entertainment. Some notable awards include comedy role at the Awards, the 2015 Ghana Entertainment Award. Married to Patricia F. They have 2 children together. He is also known for his philanthropic efforts. His hometown of Kumasi, where he has supported various charitable initiatives. Lewin's impact on the Ghana entertainment industry is undeniable. He has inspired comedians and actors, and his contribution to the growth of the have become significant. Talented actor, comedian, Lewin in audience and lead in the Ghanaian industry. Kwejon, known as Lewin, comedian, and in April 15 in Kumasi. I'm a household.
Your beloved country is free forever. Your beloved country is free forever.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Kwejon Kansa Lewin for being under our spotlight today. We are wrapping up. Nathaniel, your last words.
Okay, DJ Lewin or Ghana Lewin.
Ghana Lewin.
He has played a lot of roles in the music industry and as well as the acting or movie industry. And then he's a dynamic personality. So whatever he picks to do, he do it to perfection. Yes. So I think he has contributed a lot to Ghana, and then he has influenced a lot of Ghanaian youth as well, to the extent that even though he doesn't do well in music, some of his music are still trending.
Oh yes.
Yes. Some of his music are still trending. So I think kudos to him, wherever he is this evening. I say he's doing a great job.
Great job.
Yeah.
All right. Your last words.
Okay. So above all, the youth parliament is always here to, tackle some notable issues across the country. So I think it's a platform for the youth to pay attention to every
episode.
every episode. Yeah, from 7 p.m.
to 8.
To 8. So I think above all, we need peace in this country. So back to the Galamsey issue, I think necessary steps have to be taken before we lost all our virgin forests, our farmlands, and all the natural resources we have. So above all, peace.
Your beloved country is free forever. Ghana, your beloved country is free forever. Ghana, your beloved country is free forever.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming. God bless you. Yeah, we'll see you some other time.
Sure,
yes.
sure.
If producer get in touch with you, I hope that you respond as swift as possible. All right, so thank you very much, and I want to say a very big happy birthday. Before then, no, I have some comments here. It says Ghana to the whole we are saying, especially with regards to the computer. Chalkboard computer issues. I think that's it's interesting. Thank you very much for watching. A very big happy birthday to the firstborn in May. Phyllis Ohiniwa. Happy birthday to you. God richly bless you, and may you grow and glow in the grace of God Almighty. Thank you so much, and God bless your life. This is coming from your one and only Lloyd Moses. He says we should wish you a very big happy birthday for that matter. So thank you so much for watching us today. I also have another message here that says that we did not watch Lewin's video. What is it about? So right after this outro, we are going to play the video again. I'm leaving you, but we'll see you same time next week. My name once again is Sir Wonder. See you next week.
Popularly known as Lewin, is a Ghanaian actor, comedian, and musician born on April 15, 1987. Ghana. Lewin became a household name in the Ghanaian entertainment industry. Lewin's journey into the entertainment industry began in his teenage years when he joined the Kumasi-based entertainment group Otek FM's Friday comedy show. His impressive performances and recognition paved the way for his acting career. Lewin gained widespread recognition with his role in the popular Ghanaian television series Jungle. His comedic timing and versatility quickly made him a fan favorite. He went on to star in numerous films, including Obra, Ejako Trocho, and Abenkwai, cementing his status as a leading figure in Ghanaian comedy. In addition to acting, Lewin has also pursued a music career. He has released several songs, including Mama Boss Papa and I Don't Think Far. His music often incorporates comedic elements, showcasing his ability to blend music with humor. Throughout his career, Lewin has received numerous awards and nominations for his contribution to the Ghanaian entertainment industry. Some notable awards include Best Actor in Comedy Role at the 2014 Movie Awards, Best Comedian at the 2015 Ghana Entertainment Awards. Lewin is married to Patricia Efriye, and they have 2 children together. He is also known for his philanthropic efforts, particularly in his hometown of Kumasi, where he has supported various charitable initiatives. Lewin's impact on the Ghana entertainment industry is undeniable. He has inspired a new generation of comedians and actors, and his contribution to the growth of the Kume
Fine naming come for youth TV. Nijo blahi Kobla TV. Jame penny ko kwe obana mishe. Ikamo peko here heko. Youth TV. Neche kai ko mi.
Media de Prophet Kumchacha. Once ne bibi asesa. Ko bi kura asesa ni din. Your friend tilapia. Watchamaya asesa ni din. Your friend is security officer. Masesa mi TV nyina. Baby ba ko pe na me hwe eye youth TV. Bomo de na hwe. Na wo hwe a wo be feel good and you feel comfortable.
Aha, we are wishing for I am wishing for a bank of Brantia. Junior.